Okay. Yeah, man.
We on CPT today.
Yeah, like nah, we was here. Nah, we was me and you was here. We was here. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know where the gang is at.
I don't
I
know
don't know
what's
where.
going on, man. Everybody running late tonight.
Like, what's good, yo? What's good?
Shit.
What's good? But we back, man. Another Friday night. You
Yeah.
know, Sparring Minds.
I
You
know
know
we
what I mean?
got some other shit lined up to talk about tonight, but I was mad because I had to cut short Wednesday. I had to run out on the live on Wednesday talking about Diddy, but this shit is getting uglier than a Balenciaga sneaker.
Now we're gonna say that, bro. We got something special coming up next
Okay.
week. So you know what I mean? Like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we got something
We got
special
something on the
coming up.
floor. The,
Well, we're gonna talk about that.
yeah,
Um, so the promo just hit the streets today. Shout out to my brother Daniel Laurent from Wedlocked and Loaded. My
yeah,
sis
Coach
Coach
La.
La. You know what I mean? We got some cooking up with a nice little collaboration of you know, coaching Loaded Minds. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Loaded Minds will be coached next week. You dig? So that's
yeah.
gonna be fun, and we'll dive deeper into
Next
everything as far
Thursday
as
night, right? Next Thursday
yeah,
night.
next Thursday night. Next Thursday night, we'll dive into that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yo, real quick though, I tried to go live early, and I don't know why I can't go live on my Facebook, but I got like a minute, so let me just do like a quick promo.
Okay. I seen you try to go live on IG. All them cookies.
Got these on sale right now. So shout out to the Modern Mentor, which is my
Yo,
daughter's mentoring program. You know what I
come on,
mean? And the
man.
sale ends on Monday. So get with me over the next few days. You can Cash App, you can Venmo me. You know what I mean? Hit me up. You don't even gotta come and meet me until you get the cookies. You can legit Cash App me. Tell me your order. I'll write everything down for you. You dig what
Yo,
I'm saying? So
it, you,
support these young ladies. Support these young ladies.
you don't realize the agony and the pain of doing those, right? Until you
Mm-hmm.
become a parent yourself. Like, remember giving your parents that sheet to take to work, like for candy bars and shit like that? They'd be like, not again.
Mom's was elite with it though, because she would take it. She worked at the telephone company, but she worked
Yeah,
the store she worked at. Like she was elite with it because it be people fill up. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. My mom's worked at she used to work at it used to be Boston Bank of Commerce before it was One United, the one in
okay,
Dudley. So she used to work down there. So, all them people I ended up meeting once I worked at the Citizens down there that didn't even know they was buying candy from me when I was younger. I ended up meeting them as an adult. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, them sales be crazy. As long as they
listen,
go
man,
towards a good call though.
I
Cause
got I got one sheet already filled up. Right, I got another sheet almost filled up. It's probably about 4 or 5 slots left. You know what I'm
now
saying?
now those are
So,
like the cookies come made or you gotta like it's the dough and you make as many
So
as
it's
you.
it's the dough. So it's the dough that comes, scoop it out, kind of make them as your leisure. It's not like a bunch coming already cooked up where you got to eat them in a certain time where they'll go bad or whatever the case may be. So no, you can get them, you can freeze them, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, man, like I said, support these young ladies. Shout out to people at my job, yo, because the people at my job definitely held me down this week and definitely looked out. That's like most of the sheet like is from people at my job, like more than half of it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So shout out to the people that I work with over at 1010 that show love. I mean, support the kids. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure.
and it's a
Like
good cause.
them shit, I swear them shits always come out when I'm trying to fucking get back in shape and lose some weight. like, like, god damn it, I'm trying to drop some weight. Y'all keep coming out with cookies and cakes for sales and candies and like,
Not,
I'm not even a sweets person though. That's the thing.
oh man, yeah, cookies, man. That's go
Yeah,
crazy, man. For
give
those,
me a
but
bag of chips and I'm good. Like I'm a chips and like beef jerky type of guy. Like I'm not.
hold on, what?
Yeah,
Hold on,
pause.
what? You, you eat beef jerky, dog? Like what? What is going on with that?
I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like growing up, my pops put me onto the what's the shit with Randy Savage? The Slim Jims, pause. Like, and then like I just tried the beef jerky one time, pause, and that shit was I was like, all right, cool. I can get with these. Like, I'm a they're called savory snacks. I always say salty, but savory snacks, whatever. Papo said he need an oatmeal raisin for his sister.
He didn't have to inbox me. He could have, like, are you kidding me, Doug?
Get your ass online like you're supposed to be and let us know. You know what I mean?
Like, come on, bro. Come get with the check.
Hey, Yamitas, relax. You gotta relax, all right?
Yo, get him.
She owe me a plate, yo. She always be saying like all this shit she's making, right? And the shit be sounding like spectacular. I'm like, yo, I need a plate of that. But she live all the way on the other side of fucking Boston. I'm not driving all the way out there to pick up a damn plate.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Toya, what's the word?
You better get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
Toya, what's going on?
Word.
What's good?
Donnell White on the check-in. I'm glad to see him back in the ring.
Shoot. And also, just in case you forgot, he got the shot, but also he'll slay you with the bars as well.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see him back in the ring.
Dog, listen. Last one I seen him in, he was going crazy. He was going crazy in that ring, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a guy that absolutely takes his craft extremely serious. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So whether that, I remember the first time I met him, yo, it was King of the Court tournament. And you know, Momo knows every freaking body.
Yeah.
And this dude, he's just freaking hitting, and it's like Steph Curry-ish. Like, I'm like, yo, who the hell is this dude, dog? Yo, word up.
Like, he honestly got me. Like, I never been a battle rap dude. I was like, how many different ways can you shoot somebody? Like, knock it off. But then, like, watching him and then, like, hearing the wordplay, and then, like, you know, I would hear Murder Mook and all them dudes every now and then. I really wasn't into it. Then I started watching it more once he got into it, and, like, you know what I mean? Really appreciating some of the wordplay and like, the schemes and all that shit. Like, so, like, I will humbly admit that I was wrong in saying that dudes were limited, like, skill-wise, because I just felt like they were just saying how they would shoot and stab somebody and all that. And that's not the case. Like, the schemes be crazy.
So, right. But D White can really rap. He just got into battling. Not just got into it, but like he was he could make songs and all that stuff first, and then he switched over to the battle rap.
As evidenced by our intro.
Listen, man. As long as I'm a part of Sparring Wise, that will always be the intro. That intro will never change. That's this. It's like the power song. You know what I mean? We're not gonna try to switch things up. You know what I'm saying? So D White is the guy for that. We'll never switch up the intro. It was nailed perfectly.
Yeah, only thing that we probably change up is the graphics. That's about it.
Yeah, yep. That's it. But the song lives on forever, for as long as we're all a part of it. I think we all agreed to that a long time ago. They would never change the song. You know what I mean? Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So we got somebody rocking out with us tonight, man. It should be really interesting.
He's an interesting cat.
It should be really interesting, man.
Yeah, man. You know? I'm waiting for him to reply back to me right now. So,
but
yeah, I said I'm waiting for him to reply back to me now. I sent it, you know, he got the link and everything, waiting for him to jump online and stuff like that. But,
okay.
Yeah, but back to that battle rap thing, like, you know. Like, I didn't know a lot of these dudes, right? So on my TikTok, it must be part of my algorithm now, because like every fourth or fifth one's a battle rap. And, Solo is starting to become one of my favorite battle rappers. He is fucking hilarious. Like,
really?
It's not so much like his bars be alright, but like he's constantly joking, like he's cracking on niggas while he's battle rapping, but it's funny as shit. Like, yo, this dude, he might need to do stand up too. Like he's funny as shit. He should be on Wild 'N Out.
Oh wow, okay. That's serious with it, huh?
Yeah, I mean he's not. I think Hitman and Hitman Clips Conceited, like they're on a different level, but like yeah, it's like it's jokes incorporated into his. So I think he fit in perfect with Wild 'N Out. Just like
Yeah.
there was a female rapper from New York, Cayenne a few years ago. I thought she would work perfect too because she was doing comedy skits and then her bars is crazy. I thought she would work perfectly on Wild 'N Out too, but she never, went on it.
Okay. Well, you know what it is, man. It's about that time. You know what I'm saying? Let's do what we do.
Hey yo, Donut White, no muzzle. Sparring Minds live every Friday. Let's go. Look, it's Sparring Minds. If you don't know the name, look us up. You know it's all facts when you got Chef Maine cooking up a couple of brothers who know all about the struggle. Black excellence, you know we just work hard and hustle. Whenever you want that urban talk, you know we keep it real. Mr. Maritime on the mic, yeah, you know the deal is real life. Hotel High Tower bringing you the feel. DJ Payne keep it 100, matter of fact keep it a mill. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yo,
We back.
we back.
Hustle getting this stuff together right now. So we're gonna give him a couple minutes.
Hustle.
He gotta have the scenery and the lighting and everything proper. You know what I mean?
Movie star life is gonna be just so different. It's already creeping in there. So like, I'm glad I knew him before all this. I'm gonna keep reiterating that. I knew you before all this, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I knew you before all this shit.
Make sure you get my good side. Make sure you get my good side. Type shit. You know what I mean?
All love. You know what it is. But yeah, man, we back. Spawn Minds, another Friday night. It's been a crazy week. You know what I'm saying? Did a brother reach back out to you yet? Did we get a hold of Richard?
Richard. Nah, not yet.
All right. Okay. Well, It is what it is, man.
Just running late like everybody else. We was running late. He's running late. I'm sure people that watch are running late. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's Friday night.
Right. Everybody's getting settled in. It's Friday. You know what I mean? People are getting ready for their weekend. I actually came home after work and had to chef something up. You know what I mean? So shout out to my brother Raymond from the Gallivan, the new the Matter Hunt, the new executive director over at the Matter Hunt. And my sister Asia, his wife, I made something for their party tonight for her birthday. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's her birthday today. So shout out to the Heaths. Great people. You know what I mean? And having a little something for her tonight. So I got out of work, went to the store, got home, chefed up, did all that in time to make it for the show. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
yeah, I mean, it's Easter weekend too.
Right.
People out there getting last minute Easter fits so they can go be in church for that one time out the year. Be fresh to death, Yeah. I'm coming through with the purple pinstripe suit. You know what I mean? And the yellow tie.
Yo, it's crazy because I was on my Easter flow last week. I missed the show last week. I was on my Easter color flow last week with the pink and the pastel, dog. And
that shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Thank you, man. Shout out to my big brother, man. My big brother we call him the fashion god in our family. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like the guy who sets the bar for everyone else. My oldest brother, love him, John Shepard, dog. And his eye for fashion is it's like none I've ever seen before, yo. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah, see, in my family, it's my little cousin Justin, and then shout out to my cousin Ben too. Like they be dapper all the time, and me, everyone knows. Growing up, like you probably had to fight me to get me into a suit. Even as an adult, like when I started DJing, like with Val Beats and stuff like that, I'll be like, "Yo, we gotta dress up." Like, yeah, we gotta dress up. I'll be like, oh. Like now, like I be buying suits all the time. You know what I mean? Looking for somewhere to go to wear one. So
No, definitely last week definitely made me want to like dress up more, like
yeah,
or have more dress up stuff than I do. Like not if I'm going somewhere, like I gotta go out and get something, to wear because I don't have like much dress up
yeah.
stuff.
When you look good, you feel good. You know what I mean?
For
Like
sure, for
I
sure.
definitely said that. Rest in peace to my Uncle Gene, Uncle Flip. I said that at his funeral. Like when he would go to the corner store, he would get dressed. Like so, walking out the door, make sure you feel good. You know what I mean? Like
Always.
like looking good makes you feel good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. But why is that? Let's bring it back to something we were talking about. But why is that like only on Easter's are people getting fresh to death for church? Does it feel like that to you? Like, does it?
I think because it's that first big service of the spring of that season. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
so, it's like there's like a big church service in winter for Christmas. I mean, it's not. I don't think as many people go to church on Christmas as they do on Easter. I could be wrong. Or New Year's, and then like for spring, that first big service when the weather's breaking, time to break out the spring colors because they've been in the closet all winter. Is Easter, so like yeah, I'm gonna break out the pink pinstripe suit with the polka dot tie,
Right.
like look crazy. You know what I mean? So
them pastel colors, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I went and got me and little man a pair of the Tatums with all the spring colors on it to wear for after church or whatever. He already wore his. I didn't wear mine yet.
Nice. Yo, listen, I think that if there was like, there's Alcoholic Anonymous, there's people that are like sex addicts, there are people who are, what I mean, drug addicts. There needs to be a category for sneaker addiction. Addiction.
I think there is like
there?
people be talking about they have an addiction to sneakers. Like, yeah. Like I can chill for a while. That was my first pair of sneakers I bought since like last summer.
Get out of here, Payne. Are you kidding me?
I didn't buy
the hell out of here
last summer until I bought them Tatums last month. And that was like kind of my birthday present to myself. You know what I mean? So
wow.
That's good for me though.
That is super shocking.
Yeah.
Capo. Yeah, man. What's really good? I see it, man. It's all good. I mean, we gonna rock out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, take your time. We here.
Yeah, get
yourself right
together, man. And yeah, get yourself right, brother. You got to. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be in Hollywood. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure everything is right. You know what I mean? Word up. I don't even know what's on the docket for the night, man.
Oh man, so Capo had gotten this message from I don't know who it's from, and we wouldn't say their name unless they wanted to anyway. But basically, dude said initially I only choose to seek out the woman who seek out me, but it's not for the reasons why many may believe. The only reason why I always match effort and energy is because I genuinely have a hard time figuring out if a lady is actually interested in me or if she's just a nice person simply being nice to me. And then it says, additionally, I'm secretly terrified of rejection. Which I think we all are, but
I mean, it happens. Like it happens. It happens to the best of us. Mm-hmm. It's with us men. It's just more about like a thing to our ego, right? Like it makes you feel like a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, I can't ever say I was like afraid of rejection. You know what I'm saying? Just because like my thing is, listen, to score, you got to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to shoot your shot, man. And listen, you got to understand it. Look, every shot ain't going to go in. But that don't mean you don't keep shooting.
Yo, and that is deep that you go to that, right? So I've always been afraid of rejection.
Okay.
Shy person, whatever, my whole life. And then it translates onto the basketball court. If I start missing a few shots, I get in my own head, and then I don't want to shoot anymore. You know what I mean? Like, and people have come to me and yelled at me. Teammates have come to me and yelled at me about that. You know what I mean? So, like, as I got older, I got a little better with it, but I'm still like, I don't think anyone likes any kind of rejection.
See,
right?
I think that though, like, it's the same and it's different in a way though. Like, because like if you get rejected from a female, like what else could you do? I mean, I guess you could do more, but I mean, like in that moment, what could you do to like redeem yourself from it? Right? What could you do to redeem the rejection? On the basketball court, at least if you're rejected as far as like, someone blocks your shot, you're still going to look to score, to rebound, play defense. There are going to be other facets that you're going to be looking to do. You know what I'm saying? But like in the moment that you get rejected, like what else can you really do? Kind of got to got to take that. You know what I'm saying? Like no pun intended.
But I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
so I think like that's what happens with a lot of the guys that call girls out of their name after they get rejected. They're trying to redeem themselves, like, oh, I just got embarrassed, I gotta embarrass her back, type thing, right? So, but men ain't soft. But men ain't soft to want to avoid rejection. No, I don't think it's soft. I don't think it's soft at all. I think like you're limiting yourself and you're losing out on like possibly meeting someone really good if you constantly don't approach people because you're scared of that.
Right.
You can't live in the house your whole life because you're scared it's gonna rain.
Right. You'll never know. Like you'll never know what's gonna happen if you don't at least make an attempt. Again, my thing was always listen. She could say no. All right, listen, respect. You know what I'm saying? I never been one to like say, yo, I'm gonna call you all types of things out your name or whatever the case may be because you know what I'm saying? Because you reject me. Like, nah, listen, I ain't your type. You know what I mean? And I understand that. I ain't for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't for me. So I get it. It definitely happens. It's happened. Like it's happened in my life before.
That's just always been wild to me. Like, why do you have to go there? Because someone said no. You know what I mean? Are you that pressed? You know what I mean? Like that it hurts you that much? Because in the grand scheme of things, if you really know the stats, it's 5, it could be more women for every man in the world. So that one woman telling you no, there's 4 others that might say yeah. So why are you that pressed? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's scary now, more so for young ladies now. Like you see and hear like some men taking like rejection not good to the point where they want to bring harm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's
was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Like 2 19-year-old girls got shot and one got killed, and the other one was in critical condition last I checked in Brooklyn or in New York somewhere.
Yeah,
like that's crazy. Like just because she said no, thank you. What if she has a good reason?
Right, that's beyond crazy. And both of us, Little, Hightower, we all have daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have daughters growing up in this society with, that kind of stuff. It always like hits home for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I think like I'm like, man, my daughter's gonna have to deal with society in a way where, if she rejects somebody, like how are they gonna react to her? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I already know for her, man, it's like it's over. If something happens to her, dog, like it's over. Like you might as well just cuff me now because
I was just about to say, police, just come get me. If that happens to my daughters, just come get me.
Yep, and you got 3, so you know what I mean? So I already know, you know what I mean. And in addition to your love for sneakers, you got a love for straps as well. So get out later.
That's an expensive hobby, though.
Yo,
But that's why I got into it though. I wanted to be a gun collector, but that's beside the point. That's a whole nother topic and show, right?
Oh man.
But yeah, like so the being scared to shoot your shot thing, like in life with anything, not just talking to women, you will limit yourself, you will hold yourself back doing stuff like that. Like you gotta take a chance. You have to. Like there's so many things. Like if I didn't take a chance on, I'd regret. Like home ownership. I was scared as hell to do that.
Yep.
Took a chance. Working for the damn gas company. Took a chance on that. DJing. I didn't want to DJ. I wanted to make beats. No, yeah, I wanted to make beats.
Wow,
I got tricked into DJing and ended up liking it. So
that's crazy.
Even this show, for instance, taking a chance. Like when you asked me to DJ for it, I wasn't doing nothing, but like I could have been like, oh no, I'm scared to be on camera. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Like been scared about it.
Well, listen. Besides the fact that what I mean, you rocked out with me a few times up at the Main Topic show years ago in Quincy. Like I knew, like I'm like, nah, Payne, that's my guy, man. He rocked out with me then. He'll rock out with me now. I was never worried about that. That's why I asked you. I was never ever worried about it. You know what I mean? Worst thing, I'm like, I know he gets busy and all that stuff. I mean, work stuff, but I'm like, nah. If he wasn't doing nothing, I'm like, I knew like that he would want to be a part of it. And here we are going on 150 episodes. Coming up soon, and here we are. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
And this topic is good because I think me and you are two opposite ends of the spectrum, right? You're very social, so I think you talk to people a lot easier than I would. I've always had a fear, and I was in therapy for this reason. I've had a fear of starting conversations with women because of fear of rejection, right? I would be nervous that I would stumble or something as stupid as I'm scared I might drool on myself. Something stupid, right? Make an ass of myself. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, what?
And then like growing up being an awkward, skinny kid with no facial hair and big lips, I'm like, yo, girls don't find me attractive or anything like that. So I'm definitely nervous already. On top of thinking I'm gonna stutter or bite my tongue or trip on the walk up to them or something stupid. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's hilarious. That's funny.
Yo, it's a pure fact. That's exactly I said exactly that to my therapist. I was like, yo, I'm scared I might stutter or drool on myself or something stupid.
See, I think my ability to like not have a problem, communicating with women, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was coming up was I thank God for my older brother, not just the one that taught me how to dress, right? What's going on? See, how you doing, brother? Yo, I gotta thank my older brother who taught me how to dress, right? My older brother who was like the cool brother, you know what I'm saying? Like he was into the streets, but like he had the cool factor with him, right? And he's the one I used to hang out a lot with, when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I hung around him, all his older friends, you know what I mean? Like so I got to see like what cool was like and how they had the girls and they were fresh and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And my pops, you know what I mean? So like I saw that type of stuff like, coming up where it was like, again, I'm a little shy to a degree, but like, again, as I got older, like I just became second nature. I'm if I see something I like, I gotta say something to it. And if she's gonna reject me, that's cool. I mean, like it happens.
See,
I always knew it was more them than us.
See, that's where I think that's where I lacked, right? I'm the oldest and I'm the only boy in my family, right? As far as my parents' children. On both sides of my family, I'm the oldest grandson.
Okay.
My uncle that was close in my age passed away in, I think it was my junior year of high school or whatever it was like that. But I went to the Army even before that. So like as far as me having any kind of what the kids call Riz nowadays, right? I was just an awkward athletic kid that like I didn't know how to speak to women. Like I had friends that I grew up with that was like they had game. They knew how to dress. Like I was just awkward. I didn't know how to dress. I didn't know how to approach women. I would find all these women cute, but I'm like nervous to approach them. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. And then I'd find out years later, like, oh, I used to have a crush on you back in the day. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Look, listen, one thing I've told like students of mine, like some older ones for that matter. Hey, Sakia on the check-in. Yeah, I think this is a good one too. Is that once I learned how to cook, and I told my old students, I was like, yo, man, like the guys that are like the teenagers or whatever the case may be, I'd be like, yo, I mean, that was a cool thing that I had where like when I told females I knew how to cook, that was something that like was an extra thing in addition. That was like a bonus. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, you know how to cook? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta cook for me like this. That's the segue right there. There's a whole conversation right there. I know how to cook. Oh, see, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, that was one thing I used to my advantage.
Yeah, see, I think like as you get older, you find what works for you, you know what I mean? Or what women like that you might be able to do or that you have or whatever, right? Yeah. So as I got older, I absolutely hated my government name growing up. I used to, and my mother's probably hearing this for the first time and probably like, boy,
really?
Yeah, I hated my government name. Like, and then as I got older and found that more women found it cute, I was like, oh, maybe this name's all right. You know what I mean? But then I started DJing and I hardly ever use my government name anymore. So
yeah, the DJing probably took it to another level.
That's the thing, though. Right. I was still shy, even with DJing. The only time I'm not shy is either on the basketball court, definitely the football field, and when I'm DJing. Like I turn into a different person. Like Pain is an actual different person. Like from Kimani shows up to the venue with the equipment and sets it up.
Okay.
But once I get on the tables, it's Pain that takes over. And I'm completely different on the microphone and everything. And my cousin that's in the comments, he used to do security at Hong Kong and a couple of other security guards at Hong Kong. They'll tell you, like, that's not the nigga that comes in with the crates. That's a totally different motherfucker that's in that DJ booth right now. So, yeah, like, but I've never been that DJ that has all people like, oh, DJs get all the play. And my cousin just put that up there. Like, we gotta stop that narrative. Not all us DJs are like that. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm telling you,
we definitely got access. Don't get it twisted. We definitely got access, but not all of us are like that.
Listen, man. They want to come up in the booth with you. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to be in the booth with you. You know, like, can you play this record for me? Like, come on, cuz I know.
I'd be locked in. Like, even my ex-fiance, like when I met her, it was at her friend's party. I noticed her, but I was locked in. They were bringing me plates of food to eat while I was DJing because it was like a birthday party. But she thought I didn't notice her. She thought I didn't pay her no mind. I noticed her, but once I'm locked in, I'm locked in. Like, fuck all that. I'm here. Like my boy, he's also my manager, even though like I'm not DJing right now. Bishop, he moved down to Virginia. I used to do him and his ex-wife's cookouts every summer. Okay. So I would be there from like 2 PM to like 4 AM. And I would, if he didn't stop me and make me eat and my boy Q or Val Beats didn't show up, I would have probably spun that whole thing and not eaten.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's how you're in a zone though.
That's how I am when I'm DJing. I'm locked in like that. Like, nope. Straight blinders on.
You see Noopy, you better play them songs.
Get your songs out of here. All she want to hear is Tupac and Michael Jackson all day.
Word up. Shout out to Sis on the check-in, man.
Yeah,
what up?
Hong Kong got crazy.
Oh man.
Yo, you gotta relax. He be starving in the box. Like, yo, you gotta relax, dog. What the fuck is that? Pause. This dude, he's wild.
Yo. Hey yo, word
Yo,
up, Noob. Yeah, we know what is it paying Tupac and what else?
Tupac and Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's all she.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yo, D, I
Oh
don't know what's
man.
going on. Yo, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. Yo, but now we were talking about rejection and like, how it's in society today, it's gotten crazy.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
know, you know. Yeah. He's talking about starving in the I have no idea
Yeah.
what that's about. He's talking to Pain though.
Nah, he was
He's talking
talking about because so my cousin Scoob, shout out to Scoob, he used to do security at Hong Kong or whatever. So they got the teriyakis down there. Dude be walking around with the teriyakis. And I would be there for 5 hours straight. So, and they know I'm not gonna. I mean, I could call them over the microphone, but I think they learned after a certain amount of time. Once I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So every now and then I'd hear a knock on the door. It would either be him or my man Chris, and they'd be like, "Yo, do you want something to drink, or you want one of the teriyakis?" Or even like some of the drink girls would do that every now and then. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, that I think me being locked in is a lot of the reason why I just didn't pay any attention to women while I was DJing like that. And then
That's
afterwards,
crazy.
I'm ready to go home. Like, give me my check so I can get the fuck out of here and go home and sleep.
Yo, dog, that's crazy that you're so locked in that nothing else. I get it. I can understand that because when I'm in the kitchen and I'm locked in the kitchen, like I'm super locked in, and it's really like, so I kind of get that, and so I can relate to it because sometimes I will have to stop myself, like eat or whatever the case may be in between stuff. So I get that mode, but I'm like to ignore the and you worked in the strippy and with DJing.
Yeah.
So I mean, you were that locked in and like, never mind this thing that's popping over here. These cheeks that are clapping. You're like, nah, this 1-2 right here is all that matters.
But you know what's funny about that, right? So when I worked in the strip club, right? When I would DJ, I had to actually watch them on stage because I needed to pay attention to what song. I was also doing security too at the same time, so I had to make sure no one was touching them, so I could alert the security and shit like that. So
no, I'm sorry. No, don't do me like that. I'm not. I'm just saying. Like,
expansive is abroad can be interpreted as a negative term when those rejections may help a motherfucker to grow. Yeah. I mean, I think rejection does help people grow because it helps you learn from your mistakes on your approach. You know what I mean? But then, like, motherfuckers be really like, I was really nervous about approaching women. Like, I mean, I still am.
Yeah, well, I'm soda water. Yeah, I had soda water in mine. No drinking. You know what I mean? just soda water. You see this? Come on, Noop. Don't do me like that. Come on, Noop. Don't do me like that. I mean, I get it. I could be locked in too, but he worked in a strippy DJing. Like,
after about a week, it gets old.
Okay. All right. I'm just like, even the most focused man is gonna be like,
yeah, I was working there like 4 nights a week. After a week, like, it's like, she's naked again.
So okay, so you say you're afraid of it. So have you ever actually had a real life rejection?
Rejection.
Yeah, you had a time where like you approached a female and she rejected you?
Yeah. See, so I can't even remember the last time I went up to someone like, excuse me, miss, type thing. Like, I mean, it was always like we talk and get to know each other like through friends or like bumping into each other somehow or whatever. I was never the excuse me, miss type. I can't do it. But yeah, I've definitely gotten rejected. And it sucked at the time, but then I end up meeting someone later and I'm like, oh, there was a reason for it. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Right. I feel like, timing is always everything. Mm-hmm. Right. And sometimes things don't happen when we think we should have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't, unfortunately, life just doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So like you just never know, what the timing is. Sometimes it's just a bad time for people in their life. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to bring you along with them in something, and they know that mentally they're not ready to even start it. So they're just like, I don't even want to go there right now.
But how often do you think that is that someone's emotionally mature enough to do that?
I guess it would depend on the state of which you catch them, right? I mean, so maybe the teenager, is different than the 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Than like the 25 plus. And so I think it will range in like where you're at in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean?
She don't think anyone's ever mature enough to do that. Nah, I think some people are, like, because there's definitely women. I've heard men and women say, "Yo, I'm good by myself right now." But then they start dealing with someone that don't want to take no for an answer, and then they end up letting them pressure them into getting into something that they don't need to be in.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a whole nother topic too.
Yo.
So.
Yo, nah, it definitely is. But I mean, again, depending on, listen, where you're at in life, whatever the case may be, like sometimes it just ain't time for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, it's definitely happened to me where I'm just like, nah, this just ain't like, nah, not, I'm not in that space right now. Like, it's definitely happened. Definitely happened.
Oh, Sakia's, this is just real quick off topic. We need a Sparring Minds event to be created in the near future. It's coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we got one coming up. We're going to be working on. We got some other things. This year is going to be a good one for us in that space of doing more things and being outside a little bit more. Absolutely.
We've been talking about this rejection thing and shooting your shot and all that, right? So do you have a pursuit or shoot your shot success story, like where it worked out for you in such a good way, like to try to encourage some of the people out here that are like shy about it and thinking the worst?
Yeah. Niche on the check-in. What up, sis? Is like what I've been seeing for years, working on myself to become a better partner. But now I'm expecting someone to come into my life here because people be hurt. Yeah, no, that's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
And hurt and then bleed on you.
Yeah,
you have shit to do with
absolutely. It. That's absolutely real. Absolutely real for sure. I totally understand that. Yeah, I mean, like, my current relationship. You know what I'm saying? Me and Rich. That's like a shooting your shot kind of moment. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because I was selling candy for my daughter's school. I think I've told the story before.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother DC made a post about it or reposted something, and she commented under, and then I think that's kind of like how it started, where it was just like, yo, I'm gonna meet you to get some candy. And then like when I saw her in person, I was like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I think I knew her cousin. I knew her cousin, and I hit her cousin up and was like, hey, what do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And she kind of was like, oh yeah, cool. So I think I inboxed her. Like, this was after I think I didn't sell her some candy on purpose, so I had to come and see her again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I had it, but I was away where it could have ended right there, but I kept some candy just so I could be able to come back and get an interaction with her again.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And that's when I inboxed her, whatever the case may be, and just like, asked if I could take on a date. Could we go have some coffee? Blah, blah, blah. It was something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? But, I remember like actually planning a date out. You know what I'm saying? Like really putting in effort to plan a date. You know what I mean? And I told her this story too. She laughed. I said, I had another date planned around that time with someone else that I was supposed to go to. And I said, but I went with you and said, I said, you know what? I can honestly sit here and say, man, I made a great choice with what I did.
Life
She
is
was
all
like,
about decisions.
better.
You know what I mean? So
You know what I mean?
you had the blueprint. It was like, if I do this, then her reaction gonna be this. Then I gotta come with this. So let me make sure this is ready for when that happens. Like you had the whole equation worked out already.
Yeah, no, definitely. And the crazy thing or the good thing about us is that we got a chance to talk before we went on a date. You know what I mean? Like, so we got a chance to actually have phone conversations. It's like stuff that people weren't really doing, like, but you know, because it's like social media and all that stuff. So that's kind of taking away the real interaction with people and stuff. You know what I mean? So you know that was different and was cool. And yeah, it kind of it worked out. You know what I mean? So you know, definitely shoot your shot. Like again, I tell all the time. I say if you'd have rejected me, like that'd have been a mistake you was making. So
That's another thing, knowing your worth too. Like when you do that whole like, if you shoot your shot and she says no, and then you take offense to it and start calling her name, yelling, like you don't know your worth. See? Like it's you got to take it as their loss. You know what I mean? Like, hey, well, that's on you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like that energy that I'm taking, cussing and this is like, yo, I can be applying that like into, you know what I'm saying, the next person that Chef Curry with the pot, you know what I'm saying? Like shoot, man.
Yeah, like I even have a semi-success story, like
okay.
And because I've said, like, I've been shy my whole life. So I had to bite the bullet once. There was a woman that I had a crush on for years. And finally, I asked her to take her out for her birthday, and we had a great time. You know what I mean? And then went on a few other dates, and like we were dating, we were taking it really slow. So we were talking for like months, and then I fucked it up, and I'm not gonna lie, I fucked it up on my own. You know what I mean?
What?
So yeah, long story, but I fucked it up. But it was like one of the best dating experiences I've ever had before without becoming exclusive. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, definitely a success story. Like, so if my shy ass can do it, y'all can do it. Don't be scared to shoot your shot, because and not just in relationships or with the opposite sex, in life, like you get a job or you want to start a business, stop being scared.
Yeah. This definitely applies across the board in so many things, not just related to dating. You know what I mean? This is anything that you're thinking about, doing, like you said, in life, whether it's career, want to be an entrepreneur, whatever it is, this absolutely applies across the board. You know what I mean? So, again, man, shoot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and
so
seeing as we're going to be on with Coach La on the 4th, doing that collaboration, it's only fitting to call it a bet on self moment when you do that.
Super. Oh yeah, super.
And that's her thing, bet on self, and it applies here. Like you got to bet on yourself. Like those big dreams. Like if you don't dream big, like if your dreams don't sound crazy, you're not dreaming big enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that goes with relationships, that goes with finances, that goes with businesses, everything. So dream big. What was that Donnie Simpson saying? Shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you're still amongst the stars, or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. So shout out to all the people who, and like, again, within the one thing the pandemic has shown us is like the resiliency of people, because so many people bet on self and started things and have done so many things. So, the last 4 years have been crazy. Again, myself with a couple of things that's happened with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, and it took me a long time to really get in that space, so anything is possible. Anything is possible. You know what I mean?
We got a business venture we got to freaking get started on that I actually came up with like I think it was right before the pandemic I came up with that idea, and I just haven't been able to really get it started yet. But I'm taking the chance. I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Nah. We definitely gonna get that off the ground. I think we need to get with Capo because I'm actually with him right now. We're working with him to get a business plan done. So I think that's one thing we need to layer out with that plan too. Even if it's just like starting and then get it done later, you know what I'm saying? But you know, because we have someone like Capo that we can link with and kind of get that out, I think we should lay that first. But the idea is amazing because it's something like I've never saw too many people with that idea. So super dope. We got a logo and we have a logo for it already. Actually,
got the logo. I got the equipment to make it. I got the recipes picked out and all that. Like, you know what I mean? So without giving y'all too much on it, but I just wanted to real quick, since we went to one end of the spectrum with the success story, do you have any failures with the shoot your shot moment that are like not nothing crazy? I mean, it don't got to be nothing crazy if you don't want, but like something funny or something like that.
Nah, yo, like, so it's funny, right? So I try to shoot my shot before at this chick, and it was like it was subtle, the rejection, right? Kind of like, you know what I mean? Like almost like you're not my type kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. And I don't know how long ago after that, but I saw her somewhere. Saw the same gunned me down. You know what I mean? And it was a night. I think I was super fresh. You know what I'm saying? And she just whispered in my ear like, "Damn, I slept on you," type shit. You know what I mean? And I thought that was mad funny because I'm like, yo, she definitely gunned me down. But I respect her for saying that at least. You know what I mean? To make like to have some accountability, to make an admission of like, damn, I slept on you. I probably should have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you was trying to shoot your shot, I should let you score, but I didn't. But I just want to let you know that. So I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, like I had something similar, like when I was young and awkward and stuff like that. Like I shot my shot with someone or whatever, and she wasn't hearing it. Like she wasn't rude about it or anything, but as many times as I tried, she wasn't feeling it. And as I got older, bumped into her, she's like, "Oh, you look good now." Yeah, I do. Thank you. That's all. Like, ain't shit happening.
You kept it moving? You just kept it moving after that? Like that was it?
Yeah, I do. Thank you. Like, this don't happen overnight. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, you know what I mean? So,
Rome wasn't built in one day.
Yeah, like, come on, man. You gotta see the potential. Like, I had this idea for a show, right? Totally sidetrack, right? I had this idea for a show where, you know how they do the makeover shows, like they will go like and just make people over, right?
Yep.
It was just randomly selecting people like, oh, I see potential in her. Like she could look like this if we do this, this, and the third, and then seeing the transformation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to see the potential sometimes. Like, you can't look at what's the finished product. Like, oh, that's another thing, ladies. When guys are hollering at you when you feel like you don't look good, we're seeing the potential. We know what you like. Okay, you're in the supermarket, your hair is not done, you got on gray sweatpants and a purple tank top with your hair tied up, all types of craziness. Like, but we see you look good without that, so we can imagine the potential. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta see past certain stuff. You know what I mean?
I believe Capo hates that word. I believe he hates the word potential.
Really?
I know I think so. Does rejection for men 40 and older get tougher to swallow? I mean, I'm in a relationship, so I'm not pursuing.
I'm not.
I mean, I can't. Kawani, you could speak to this.
And no, I don't. I think it gets easier as you get older because you give less fucks as you get older.
Yeah. I mean, if I was I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me. That sounds like my work phone. I'm almost positive. That's my work phone going on. Like, yo, it's
shit.
Yo, right.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's wild. I hear from here in the other room. I'm like, what? Someone's calling my phone. Like, yo, that's to tell you. How, yo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a whole show about that. We're gonna talk about that because that whole how's this the game is insane.
Yeah,
like I said,
I'm sure you got stories.
It gave me. I said, man, I'm gonna be able to write a book. Like,
absolutely.
Mini series. Like, I'm gonna give Chuck some. I'm gonna give him enough for like a little short mini series or something.
Yo, yeah, I'm sure. I wanna write a book about my chronicles when I worked in the strip club, and I only did that for like 2-3 years.
Oh man. But 2-3 years, that's plenty of time. Are you kidding me?
The club I worked at, it wasn't an eventful club. You know how like there's certain clubs where there's a bunch of shit going on and shit like that. Nah, not much happened at this club, but enough happened for me to be able to write a damn book. Or at least make a damn show based on it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, I could write a book about that. I could write a book about my time working in the bank, DJing, like, you know what I mean? So
yo,
definitely gotta do something with them stories, man. You can't just sit on those stories. Pause.
Yeah. Nah, we definitely gonna talk about them. People are really calling me. Like, I'm like, something told me I never bring my work phone home, but some reason I did, and I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking.
I leave my shit at work, and I have the overtime line called my personal phone, so I don't miss no overtime. So that way, like, I'm not hearing that phone ring and getting PTSD from them emergency calls at work.
Oh man, well, we up against it. Not up against it. We kind of went over it, but it was kind of flowing a little bit. But you got any parting shots? Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Seeing as there's no little tonight for a mirror time, let's replace it with this.
And now it's time for a letter from Pain.
Normally these letters are pretty angry and like hatred filled and a tirade, right? But this was a good conversation to have, and I think it's only right to quote the GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, and say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's in life, relationships, love, finances, everything. So shoot your shot, because if you don't, you missed it any damn way.
Right. You're never gonna know, man. So absolutely shoot your shot. Shout out to the gang. Couldn't be here with us tonight. Capo was having some technical difficulties. Little got that new job, and that's got him going on. So salute to that. And HT is doing the family thing. So you know what I'm saying? Like, Dorchester, do what we do. We held it down for the crew tonight.
Guys. Yeah, shout out to the guys. Shout out to everybody that watched and checked in. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Make sure y'all tune in on the 4th, next Thursday at 8. We're gonna be teaming up with Wedlocked and Loaded and Coach La from 98.1 The Heat. Talking about this whole fiasco that's going on, the thing that's conquering all the news right now. So
this propaganda, you know what I'm saying? Like,
propaganda, like, this shit is so ugly right now, but we're gonna say that for Thursday.
Yeah, we're gonna say that for Thursday. But also check us out on our Wednesday night live too, which is before the Thursday. So I believe we're gonna have our Wednesday night live. So check us out exclusively on IG.
7 o'clock Instagram.
You already know. So thank you everybody for rocking out with us.
Absolutely.
The Chef in Pain, man.
Your boy DJ Pain.
Yes.
We'll see y'all next week.
Good weekend, Easter weekend. Everybody enjoy yourself in your pastel and everything. You dig?
Send me all them peeps y'all don't want.
Yeah.